I'm Nancy Showalter, and you're listening to Spirituality for the Politically Incorrect podcast. Welcome, all radical paradigm shifters and creative change makers. You who dare to create a better life and a better world. Tap into the power that resides within you and use that power for constructive change. Hello again, and welcome to Misconception 3 of the 10 misconceptions that limit you reaching your full potential. We've been talking about how we've all formed concepts and beliefs based on our upbringing, on our environment, how we've just generally experienced life thus far. But we come to the realization that some of these beliefs that we have acquired over our life may not be serving us well now. They could be limiting, they could be very narrow, and sometimes just plain wrong. So, as we see these perceptions informing our lives, and if we never examine them or really open up to new and more expansive ideas, we never really grow. So, we are going to continue to explore and shift our perspectives on some of these beliefs. Misconception number 3. You are separate from God. When you are born into the physical world, your soul, which is the feminine aspect of your being, descends from the spiritual realms into the finite material realm, and that's where we take on a physical body. However, your soul never loses its connection to its source, the I Am presence and God within you. So projected from the heart of your I Am presence to your heart on earth is a stream of light energy. And this is referred to as the silver cord in the Bible or the crystal cord. And this is because of the luminescence of this flowing light. There is also this continual figure-eight flow of light from your I Am presence in spirit that sustains you in the physical world. This is the life force that keeps you alive, and when your time on earth is finished, this stream of light is withdrawn from your physical body, and that results in your physical death. And then the soul, having shed that physical body, moves on to different dimensions. If we continue to see ourselves separate from God, from Jesus, from all the sons and daughters who have reunited with God, we could actually delay or perhaps never fully reunite with God as a result, that permanent reunion. Truly, this is one of the concepts or beliefs that many of us were taught all our lives that no longer serves us well. A while back, I watched the movie Jesus of Nazareth. This was the one that was produced by Franco Zeffirelli, which is one of the best productions I've seen on Jesus' life. One particular scene in the movie stood out for me when the Pharisees were questioning Jesus to see who he claimed he was. They wanted to accuse him of being of the devil, which in their minds was the only other option to being of God. They were shocked when Jesus confirmed he was a son of God and considered it blasphemous for him to make such a claim. Yet I had to wonder who the Pharisees thought they themselves were. By their own logic, if they were not sons of the devil, then they too were sons of God. What other choice was there according to their beliefs? You're either a son of God or of the devil. So if you're not of the devil, then you are of God. Yet we see how simple logic can escape us when it comes to religious doctrine and dogma. Again, you are made in the image and likeness of God and are of God, the one source of all. So it's literally impossible to be separate from God. The only separation is what we create from our own misuses of God's energy that is continually flowing through us. And even then, we're not literally separate from God. We just lose the awareness of that connection to our higher self, the I Am presence, that always remains in the spiritual realms while our soul and our whole being that we're aware of here is evolving on earth. Now, you can consciously connect to the I Am presence in your higher mental body by entering what I call your heart space. Your heart is the sacred place where the world of material existence and the world of spiritual being are integrated. It's the place where you experience the fullness of who you are, where the words I am best describe that place of inner peace and equilibrium. Your heart is also where divine alchemy takes place, where the lead of human thinking becomes the gold of divine thought and presence. Much scientific research has been done on the heart in recent years, and it's established that the heart has intelligence separate from the brain, and it's recognized as a source of intuition and perception. And there are many techniques, both ancient and modern, to help you access your heart intelligence and your I Am consciousness. If you have a momentum on meditating, entering your heart space may be very familiar to you. But do keep in mind, while meditation assists in the process, and it may give you a deeper experience, it's really not a requirement to be connected to your higher self. You can enter your heart space in any moment and any place, just by your intention, and remain there indefinitely. It is a matter of moving your consciousness into that sacred space, which only requires the choice to make that shift. And of course, the more you practice, the easier it becomes, until you're more in your heart space than you're not. At first, you may wish to be in a quiet place to practice, because that is very, very helpful. And once you become more experienced, you'll be able to enter your heart space at will, or you may never leave it. But to get started, if you haven't been meditating, or even if you have, here's just a simple exercise, simple meditation that you can do. To get prepared, quiet yourself, and then take 3 deep breaths where you hold each for a few seconds and then exhaling. And as you exhale each breath, feel your physical body relax more and more. You want to just let go of all tension. Then you want to let go of all thoughts and feelings other than moving into your heart space. Now, one way to do this is to imagine a blazing light in your chest, like the noonday sun. Literally, place a sun in the center of your chest, just shining out in all directions, just like the physical sun. Then, as you do that, recall a time in your life when you felt a deep love for someone, or when you had an exceptionally happy and positive experience. Recall that experience, recall that person, or whatever it's going to take for you to enter into that feeling. Recreate those feelings with the same intensity as the original experience, all the while focusing upon the sun in your heart. Then take one more deep breath, and as you exhale, let go even more, sinking further into your heart until you feel that place of peace and presence where I am. Once in that place, pour out gratitude for that precious connection. And you can ask a question and just be still, continue to be at peace, focusing on the sun in your chest, and observe what thoughts come to you, what feelings. Don't force the process or get back into your head wondering what answer might come, but just observe your thoughts and feelings. If you don't perceive an answer, it's okay, because later you might be talking to someone or listening to something on the TV, or someone says something that just pops out to you, and you know that's your answer. Give yourself 5 minutes each day for this exercise, and you'll develop a momentum of entering your heart space and being in that place of equilibrium all the time. Meditation not only reduces stress, but you'll truly feel and be connected to your higher self. Remember, you are divine, you are created for a purpose, and that purpose is unique. While here, you're meant to externalize and develop your unique divine qualities and then return back to God. Join me next week for the 4th misconception. Until then, keep an open mind a generous heart, and a powerful spirit. I'm Nancy Showalter, and you've been listening to Spirituality for the Politically Incorrect. Thank you for being with me today, and if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe on iTunes. And to follow more of my work, visit me at nancyshowalter.com.